to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the new. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away in my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it.
Well, hello, hello, hello. Thanks for tuning in with Slym J. Just my opinion. Thank you all for tuning in with Slym J. Just my opinion. I didn't know if I was up because I did not see my face. So we're gonna have some good topics today. We're gonna give you time to go get your snacks or whatever it is you like to do when you look at me. Slym J. Just my opinion. So get wrapped up. We need you to get tuned in tonight.
How much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed
Don't forget to hit a like for the algorithm.
when we play our
And also,
roles
Slim
and
has her own
ignore
channel
the
too, so make sure that you are following that channel. You can even watch it right now if you want to on that channel right here. All you gotta do is just go there, hit the link, hit a like, watch it from wherever you want.
that we're all screwed.
And we thank you again for watching it. And we're gonna turn it right back over to Slym J.
Play our roles and ignore the problems. I wish I knew.
Well, guys, ladies, gentlemen, we have lost so many celebrities, so many people that been in our icon. It's just been sad, you know. It's already bad that we have war going on in different parts of the United States, outside the United States. So it is sad, you know. And um, me, I grew up on like Bill Cosby, you know, Theo Hustle, as he was known on the show. You know, we had crush on him. Oh, that's gonna be my husband when I get older, or that's kind of husband I want, or you like, no, just it was a good show. Me personally, Slim J, just my opinion now. I think that it was good for young black people to see how it would be to have that male figure and that mother, you know, together and together with the light things. We had Michael I can't even say it right now. Hawkins and Oz that just passed. And it was like you had the Oz that was like the metal, the nice music. I like his music. And then you had uh Malcolm, who was a actress. You had Hulk Hogan, who was a wrestler guy. So all these guys, and there's actually one more that passed. He was also a musician. I can't remember think of his name right now. But and then yes, the lady. I'm sorry, I don't know who the lady is, but my bad. Not her real name. The guy that's in the red jacket also. don't know his name, but have seen him play in a lot of movies. But you know, I want to send my condolences to those actors, family, and it's just y'all. We gotta be serious. We gotta be real. Time is winding down, and isn't that odd that it happened in like all these celebrities? You know, like they always known for a part that they played in just a movie, or if they was singing, doing whatever they was doing, we all or someone was looking up to those people. Now, as I say, Theo was a hustle. You know, he went through a lot with the show as far as playing that part. I actually listened to a podcast where he was saying that they wanted somebody that was 6'2". They didn't want a whole different guy, and he was determined to make this happen. He was determined to get out there and start acting and doing the things that he loved to do. But I also listened to the clip where he lost his life. You know, now a lot of people they was like, where was his security guards? Well, being a celebrity, I mean, I think you have your limits on when you say it's family time. You probably downgrade your security guards. You may have like two, one at the top, one at the bottom, kind of do a little, you know, security, just a little. We don't need you all of our space, the family space, the me time with your family. So if that's what he chose to do, then that's what he chose to do. So therefore, when he did that, he decided to be by himself. Allegedly, he went out there and was swimming, and they said allegedly that he went outside the boundaries of the swimming area. Now, I don't know, but me personally, I think with him, he would have that thing as knowing how to swim, kind of know how to protect himself in a situation like that, because this is not his first time going to this island. He had been there numerous of times, and this supposed to have been his last time for him to concentrate on other talent that he have, as portrait, um, Broadway. He had other things under his belt, which they all interact into acting, but he was crying out, and nobody much knew. And I have found out that a lot of these celebrities, with all the money they have, with all the, whatever I want, time, somewhere through there, they still not happy. They still missing something. And it was crazy. But he died at the age of 54. Uh, he did allegedly did a voice record to his mother. It was his daughter's birthday. I think they say she was 8, but the whole thing is sad. Now the other like Hulk Hogan's and Oz, I heard a little bit about them, but not a lot. And I guess it happened after Malcolm, so I was focused more on him. Sorry, y'all, I just didn't get into the other celebrities that have passed. But again, I send my condolences to them and their family, especially their family. But Malcolm, he was somebody that I grew up watching. So it was kind of, it touched me. And then also I lost a family member, was a cousin, Brenda. And I mean she, was like Ace Coon Boom, your friend, you're gonna keep you in line type of person. So she's gonna be great to miss as well. So it's just like so much going on. So I want y'all to get a little understanding and see what they said about Malcolm you know, how they felt about him and what they assumed that happened is when he drowned. If it was something else in that, they was trying to figure it out. But they always try to do extra. So just see what you think. And thank you all again for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, the share button. Share it with your friend, family. Let's tune in. Let's get it.
All right, guys. As we are pulling up the video while we're doing that, we're gonna go ahead and check the chat and see what the chat is saying. Baby Scorpio said Hulk Hogan had a cardiac arrest at the age of 71. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks
If
for
anybody
telling
else,
me that information.
yeah, if anybody else knows what happened to the
So you all, sorry to do this to y'all, but we are having technically issues going on. So y'all probably hearing him going in and out.
people as well, let us know so that we can
Yeah,
pulling it up
he
right
was
now,
going
having a
in
little
and out.
yeah. So guys, I'm not in the studio, so we're gonna let it do what it's gonna do. But yeah, that's why it's taking a little bit longer than normal. But yeah, so Slim, you wanna go ahead and let them know how your day was while we was pulling this up?
Okay, so today was very hot. Okay, like the whole 2 weeks, it been so hot. They saying, oh, the index is 104. Man, that index is 200 degrees out there. It bake you when you work outside all day long. It bakes you. So for those who sit in the office or work in a building, you know, I hope you enjoy your day. But I'm gonna let you know, I'm hating because y'all need to take y'all ass outside, get some of that damn heat. It was too damn hot out there. Why have people want to keep you longer at work? But anywho, I hope y'all had a great day. I did have a great day. We got off early. I was able to do a little something, not a lot, but hey, it was better than getting off late and then dry myself later on and, just got to come home and relax. And of course, to get in my office to do what? Cups. So I'm doing some crazy stuff. So I'm on podcast sharing my opinion with you all. So therefore I did like a break from my activities for the night. But hey, again, thank you all for tuning in with Slym J, just my opinion. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Share with your family members. And let's see what we got going on. We're good. Like and share. Share with your family members. Let's see what we got going on.
Are you not hearing that? Hold on. Sorry guys, let's try it this way. Let's stop the screen sharing and let's replace it another way. 1 second, guys.
Yeah, I know we're gonna get this together. Now we do stay in
Yeah.
Houston, Texas, and so for y'all that don't know, it gets so damn hot down here until it melts the Wi-Fi and it makes it move slow.
That was a good one. All right, we should be good to go now.
Allegedly.
All right, we're gonna pull it back a bit. Yeah, that was good. I like that. All right, here we go.
Can't hear it.
You said you can't hear it?
Right.
Oh man. All right, hold on. Let's try it one more time.
Yeah. Thank you for baby Scorpio for
This
saying can't hear it. Neither
is
could
on.
I. Like I said, we having a typically engineer problem with the wires because it's just been so hot out here.
Interesting. All right, hold on.
We
Let's see.
echoing.
Let me. Yeah.
I'm
And we begin tonight here with
echoing.
the breaking news, the stunning death
I
of
can
actor
hear it
Malcolm
now.
Jamal Warner, known by millions of Americans who watched The Cosby Show, of course. He played Theo Huxtable. Tonight, authorities say the actor was reportedly on a family vacation in Costa Rica, swimming when he got caught in a strong current, and they say he was pulled out to sea. Malcolm Jamal Warner played the only son on The Cosby Show among four sisters. So many Americans watched him grow up on that show. He went on to act in dozens of other TV shows and films, and he won a Grammy as well. Tonight here, the heartfelt words pouring in, the touching words from the actor himself, what Malcolm Jamal Warner once said about life and about death. Here's ABC's Victor Kendall leading us off.
Tonight, tributes are pouring in for actor Malcolm Jamal Warner,
Be right there.
who charmed TV audiences for years as the lovable Theo Huxtable on The Cosby Show. Police say the 54-year-old died in an accidental drowning off Costa Rica's Caribbean coast, where he was reportedly on a family vacation. Investigators say Warner got caught in a strong current while swimming and that beachgoers tried to rescue him, but it was too late by the time first responders reached him.
You cannot joke around.
Now I remember watching these episodes. I mean, like you had to tune in. It depends on where you stayed at.
So
They came on. The Bill Cosby show came on at a certain time, and just with the intelligent and them trying to raise a young black son,
like Lana,
it was cool.
Made America laugh as the only son in a house with four
It was
daughters.
cool that he was out there having fun,
Yeah.
raised up in a nice neighborhood with a father and mother. I'm echoing that worked and they had professional positions.
Are you
So
still echoing?
I don't think I am now. I'm not.
Okay. Okay.
So uh he was just an icon for some young ladies. Like I said, some of them probably wanted a guy like that in their life, um, that was raised with the outside world as well as the inside. Because, they didn't show like too much hood problems. They showed that they was intelligent black family and that they can raise a black young man and let him go to college and you know progress in life, which we know for a lot of us as black people, we didn't have that chance. So looking at it on TV sometimes have motivate other people to do better. And sometimes they just feel like maybe I'm not gonna do better. I mean, because I'm not living in that place or in that city, or I don't have that family, the family that can hold me up and have my back. You motivate me, be my best cheerleaders, as they did on the Crosby show. But hey, we sometimes we just have to we wish for it. A lot of us grow up in the one parent home, maybe no parent home, meaning that you probably grew up in your grandparent home. So we didn't have that, but just looking at that motivation coming from that show with the actors that they had, which was our age, well, my age at the time, um, we was able to relate to that on a certain level and wanted that, because for those young ladies and young men that really want to be something that can motivate them, they did it. They actually took something from that. So it was a good episode, and he played a very positive actress. So he was, like I said, he was asking for help, because you see a lot of these people. You see a lot of these people that's out there, and they have everything that they want. Got the money. I'm talking about everything they want. But then at the end of the day, why is it something always missing from them? You heard the poor people say, I want to be out there and I want to have a lot. I want this kind of car. If I was rich, I'd do this. But have you noticed or paid attention? The rich people is just as miserable as some of the poor people. And the poor people, even though they may be miserable, but they learn how to make a way. And the rich people, sometimes they don't know how to make a way. They don't know how to get out of that strut. They just be stuck right there with all the money and everything that you can ask for in life. They still sit back and be miserable. But how many poor people you see that they miserable because they don't have maybe the house, the car, the job that they want. But for some reason, somehow, they make a way. They don't give up. Now, that's not everybody. It's just, hypothetically speaking, how some people are, whether they have money or don't have money. Sometimes what you ask for is really not what you need or want. And I felt that within the podcast that I look at today and listen to, he was crying out for help. He actually talked to Timber, the alleged, she said that he was to her, and he said something to her. She was like, "Oh, I just thought it was a quote from like his poetry." Allegedly, he did a voicemail, to his mother. She did, as far as raising him and other things, that he appreciated her. So he also allegedly said, this was his last time to that island. He had, just allegedly what they say he said. Just think of how many times or how many sentences or how he was spoken his poetry was telling you this. I'm not just saying this. This is something I need you to hear and understand. I am crying out for help, because allegedly he also wrote a book called Theola and Me, or Me and Theola. Don't quote me on that part, but he wrote a book about this because he stayed so many years in Theo Huxtable when he was actually Malcolm Warner. So he had a thing with that. And some people may think, well, he was an actress, he got this, he got that. His face was everywhere. But some people don't know how to take that. They think they want that, but they don't know how to take it. So it kind of be screwed up at times. You want this to happen to you, but then you don't know how to accept it. That's that post traumatic stress. That's that depression. That's I don't know where I belong type of feeling, you know? So I hate that it happened to him, but like I always say, it's a hard pill to swallow, but we are born to die. We don't know how, but that's appointment that we never will miss. You know, it is sad. It's sad, but I look at the thing that he was able to share his talent with, the world because he did the acting. Like I think he started at 8 years old. So he got to live his dream, and that's a blessing when you are able to live your dream and accomplish your goals. That's a blessing all the way through. Even what, even if it's a little bit goal that you think is not nothing, just accomplish that is a lot. These people are checking out of here. We have lost, like 4 people in the well, actually 5 in the spotlight. That's crazy. But it's crazy. Just that I'm just saying it's life. So we're gonna check in
We
with
are up to date with the chat, and we
JG.
are good to go.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. I can't see you on my screen. I don't know if your camera is on or not, but we can rock without it.
It's off.
It's fine. Okay,
It
cool.
was off.
I
I
just
was
wanted to
just
make sure it wasn't none. Okay. No, we good.
it was off. Okay. I
I
just
I put that
when
little logo up there. Okay, we good.
I know all in my face. Like damn, I know
Oh,
this called Slym J just my opinion, but you ain't how to stamp my face with it. I'm
mm,
just saying.
watch out now.
My
Okay.
show, my spot.
Yes, ma'am.
But I was talking, behind the camera, just let them to relax on the covers that's on the screen and listen to my voice. Slym J, just my opinion. Hey. And again, I thank you all for tuning in with me. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to share. Let's go ahead and tune back in where we left off, please. Hello.
I'm here. I got your Jay-Z thing up. I believe that's the last thing you said that you was ready to do.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get into that, Jay-Z. Now, look, y'all. It's, man, this is kind of crazy. I'm about to go ahead and, okay. Look. Again, like I told y'all, can you see my face? Okay. Like I told y'all, I don't know. What? Can't you see my face?
Mm-mm.
And that's on you. It's not on me. I can see myself.
Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to get this for you.
So what
No. All
happened
right.
that allegedly Jay-Z have a child, okay? Which it's a guy. His name's Jamal, and I think he's like 34 now. Well, allegedly Jay-Z and his mother supposed to have hooked up back in the days, like about 1990, and she ended up, passing, and she told him like, "Hey, that's your dad." So this guy sat around. My eyeballs are burning. This guy sat around and try to, find out who his daddy was because she had talked to Leslie, was with two guys in this time frame. So the guy that she was with, they did a DNA test. Whoop, you're not the father. So he had originally, allegedly, had his name on Jamal's birth certificate, but he wasn't a child, so therefore, they did a procedure. They got the name off the birth certificate because allegedly, at this point in time, his mother said, "Well, if he's not your father, then Jay Z is." Yeah, and this guy, like I said, she passed, so he ended up staying with allegedly his, I think the sister or either her guard sister, and they started doing like some background, and he sat up there and went to court to find out what's going on. Well, y'all, I told y'all this is gonna get deep because not only did Jamar come and say that Jay Z was his father, he also had a girl that said that that was her dad as well. This is getting crazy, and I'm not even much gonna go into that Blue Irish stuff because y'all just gotta pay attention to this. So let's see if we can bring this up and y'all can get a little background of what I'm saying about Jay Z and his allegedly kids. Mm. But while y'all sitting up here looking at the nice black screen, well, I know you have to fast forward a little bit.
It is dropping frames. All right, so let me explain to you guys what's going on. So the connection is good, the computer is fine, but the laptop itself is not able to host Restream like that very well. I don't know why. Should be able to, but it's not. I believe that's what the problem is. I've troubleshooted everything else, but if we can't play it this way, I have one more way that we can attempt to try to play it. I did download it already, but that might take a few extra minutes. But while you are here waiting those few extra minutes, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe. It only gets worse from here as far as technical things are concerned, or it could get better. But we're gonna keep trying anyway and get this out to you. So let's see what we got.
I know that's right, because one way or the other, if you don't see the video, I can always send you the link where you can go and check it your own self and just have your opinion of it. But this is just crazy because when I started researching this story, I noticed that a lot of these stories did not come on the news, they did not come on TMZ. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, why these stories is not going on TMZ? TMZ is nosy as hell, and they in everybody business. But if you do some background check, you do not get like the TMZ um, news about Jay Z and his allegedly kids, especially the son who's been trying to get Jay Z to do a DNA test for the longest, and he denied. He fought it. Um, his lawyers, they came up with some good reasons that they should not have to share Jay Z DNA allegedly with Jamar. Well, anywho, July the 18th, the judge told Jay Z allegedly that you have to go and give DNA. I'm echoing.
That was me on my end. We good to go
Okay.
for the video.
You have to
I
give
believe.
him a DNA test because if not, then we're gonna just say, you know what, this is your child. Because for so many years, uh, this been going on with this child, allegedly trying to get the DNA from Jay-Z to prove like, is you my father? If not, let's go ahead and call it a quits. But instead, he just keep prolonging this situation. I mean, like, just go ahead and get me, Slim J, just my opinion. Go ahead, get a DNA, call it quits, and boof, be gone. But allegedly, the reason they said that Jay-Z don't want to give a DNA because the lady the girl that he slept with at that time was only 15, and he also allegedly took her from one state to another one, and he allegedly was 27 at the time. So that would hurt him in the long run. And I think that's what he's trying to stay out of, but we really don't know. So let's see what Uncle Mike had to say. Shout out to Uncle Mike. Anyways, let's get it.
Here's my story right here. I wanted to play this joint right here. I don't know if I played this already, but I want to listen to this because I recorded the vocal.
Ultimate devotion for Christmas with the fam, the worldwide promotion. Now I'm in the game, no time to retreat.
Slim, what is this?
That's why I told you to fast forward.
How far?
You gonna go, yeah. All that
Right
dancing
there?
you doing.
Right
Let's
here?
see, go a little bit more. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Now the thing is, she started explaining things that happened back in the days, and she doing a real. And I'm gonna let y'all listen to it, then I'll tell y'all. But it's echoing right now.
Logical father with Jay-Z back in the 90s. He says that the rapper has gone to great lengths to avoid acknowledging his alleged paternity, including refusing a DNA test, right? He's from Philly, and he is alleging that Jay-Z has pressured the courts and that this emotional battle has caused him distress, public embarrassment, and even health complications. He also alleged that there was a violent threat made against him in the form of a car shooting. He believes that was intended to send a message to back up, right? And he says that he's not seeking back child support. Spoiler alert, I think only up till the age of 25 can you get back child support. He has been engaged. First, it was his mother before she passed on. I believe he was 17 when she passed away, and his guardian, his legal guardian, took over the fight to get Jay-Z to take this paternity test. And as I mentioned, he's 31 now, and he wants to be.
What's the hit?
Knowledge.
No, that's how to know.
And he wants.
So the thing is that she's explaining that Jay-Z is, like denying this whole case about he ever slept with a woman. But it's so much paperwork, receipts on this case until he's about to run out of time. And once he run out of time, it don't look too good for him, But you just gotta sit back and watch. Again, I think that is that Uncle Mike. We'll have to put the link down up in the bottom so you all can you know, see that and be able to go check it out yourself and, you know,
Slim,
do
you
your
breaking up
family.
pretty good. You breaking up pretty good.
Now I'm breaking up. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Let's play the video a little bit, see if we can get it resolved, I guess.
All right.
This is a decades-long harassment campaign. Now, some have speculated part of the reason why Jay-Z does not want to take a DNA test, and again, this is speculation, it is not.
I don't think that they want us to play this video. I mean, like, man, people that have money have so much
proven
power
fact
to do different things.
I want to stress that.
And, you know, like how they take things off the internet, or, okay, that could be a thing. That's just my opinion. There may not be none of that. It's just those wires got real hot today here in Houston, Texas, and you know they don't know how to act right now.
I don't know what's going on. It is going crazy, but the good news is, as long as we don't crash again, I have downloaded the entire interview, so we shouldn't have no problem with that. But it is, I don't know what's going on. It's like just going back and forth. It's like mine started getting better, then yours started getting worse, and vice. I don't know what's going on, but I do know that we appreciate you guys watching this train wreck as we try to get some messy tea out to you. So we're gonna try it again. So here we go.
Right.
We just gonna keep trying until we see 0 on the watch. As long as y'all still want to see this is a train wreck, we gonna keep putting it out. So let's see.
As long as y'all still tuning in, and thank y'all.
Yep, keep tuning in. All right, let's try it again, y'all. On a serious note, we do appreciate it. We're gonna try to figure out what's going on, but I have no idea what's going on. So here we go.
Wanda been
Yeah, this Wi-Fi definitely not liking us at all. Sorry for the inconvenience, but
underage. Well, you can go take a look for yourself and see what you think. But a lot of people are saying, well, Jay-Z should just take the DNA test to get this person out of his hair. I remember about 10, 12 years ago, a similar situation happened with Michael Jordan. A woman who claimed she had a relationship with Jordan. They at least knew each other to some degree. She had a couple of photos with Jordan. Claimed that Jordan was the father of her son. Same thing. They wanted to file suit. And people were like, Jordan should just take the test and prove that he's not the dad. But I ask you, right? Especially as a high-profile public figure, celebrity, are you comfortable with just because somebody says, hey, you're my dad, giving up your DNA? I mean, seriously, like we can say all the reasons he's running, whatever. And then I also feel like in the case of Jay-Z, let's say he said, okay, I'll take it, right? And let's say the results came back that he is not the father. No Maury needed, right? Some would still say,
Maury,
he paid somebody off. Oh, he did this to duck and dodge the things. So
it's almost like the antenna moved from the TV.
I know that there are rules and things attached to it and what people can't do to it. But I'm just saying, if some person And I'm talking to the men here because this is a situation that is uniquely for you. Possibly some women, maybe adoption, but totally different thing, kind of, sort of. Was just like, hey, you're my dad. Give me your DNA. What are you doing? And you have billions. Again, he can't sue for back child support at this point. They've had several lawsuits that have been, struck down, contempt. So what is Ramirez's goal? Is it really just he wants to feel personally satisfied because this is something that his mother has told him since he was young and he wants resolution? There was a man he believed that was his father, but at some point they did take a DNA test and he was not the daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So, the story has been in rotation, has come up off and on for years, right? But
All right. So,
Okay, see, like how she's
hear me?
saying, you know, hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I'm just now hearing. I don't. Were you talking? Hello.
Mm, mm-hmm.
Uh oh.
I was saying, so,
I completely froze. Okay.
okay, I was saying, so how she was saying, like this boy is trying to just find his dad. Some people, well, a lot of people, we all want our parents in our life. We all want to have a relationship with our parent. And that's what I feel that he's trying to do. You know, he already know it's past the time to get back child support. He's sitting up there and trying to get himself together and say, okay, this is my dad, and this what it's gonna be. But Jay Z allegedly must not want that. He don't want to deal with this right now or later or if period. He may not want to go through this. So I feel if he just go ahead, get the DNA test, and call it quits. If you know that you're not this child's father, knock it out. Just go ahead, do it. But me personally, I think he know that he's that child's father because have y'all seen this guy? Like this dude looks so much like Jay Z. I mean, even when they had him doing like a frown, someone a paparazzi allegedly called him, making a face or getting frustrated because allegedly, y'all, this is crazy. So when he started coming, okay, let me go back this allegedly. When Jay Z um started getting, messages, phone calls or whatever from this allegedly son, then he was trying to get him to back off. So allegedly he had someone to put a gun in the son's car, allegedly son. And they the cops pulled him over. They sent him to jail, allegedly, behind his gun, which he said wasn't his, and he got out of that. Now, also allegedly, it was said that Jay Z um, had put liens against the house that he was staying in. I think it's him and his aunt. Like I said, don't quote me on that. It was the aunt, either the guard uh, mother. I forgot the one that took over when his mother passed. Um, Allegedly, Jay Z had supposedly put like a lien on their house. The gun in the car. It was crazy. Like, why would you want to go through all this? Now, me personally, just Slim J, in my opinion, you going through all this and you have all this power. Who's to say that, excuse me, who's to say that you don't already have that DNA from that son, allegedly son? Because let's think, you got all this power. You can make people do what you want them to do, or, pay them, or whatever the case may be. Just, I'm just allegedly speaking, hypothetically speaking about this. So if I allegedly got someone to put a gun in your vehicle, then who's to say that I didn't get someone to get some kind of DNA from that vehicle and did my own DNA, and I know the answer. So now I have to play my cards a different way. Oh my goodness, like, isn't that crazy? Because it's like the allegedly son is fighting to find out if you my father, and then the allegedly father found out that you can allegedly be my son. But by me having the money and the power that I have, then I can prolong this situation as long as possible. I mean, like, I can do this for a minute. So wouldn't that be kind of fucked up to one person that's fighting hard to find out, but the person that has the control already know? Hmm. This is how I think, though. I'm not saying that that's what have happened. I was speaking hypothetically that could have been what happened, but I don't know. So we just gotta wait and see on this situation, because it is going hard in the paint. Now, allegedly, he's also uh, supposed to have his daughter, and allegedly, he's taking care of her, with the house and the car and all that. But allegedly, the son wanted to get her DNA and see if they are kin, But some kind of way, allegedly, she got pushed out the spotlight. So that's that power, that's that money, that's that control. So we definitely have to see what's going to happen with this, because I mean, like, if it goes down to the end of that rope, as he was with that female and also allegedly took her to another state, then this can get bad on him. Because to my understanding, they don't have a time limit on that charge. So it can, I mean, we already know that, because shit, they had Bill Cosby up in jail behind stuff, and well, R. Kelly and P Diddy, we just, yeah, they had too much information. But the other guys, that went through things like that, they did not have a time limit on those assault charges. So, um, 30, 50 years ago, and like I said, with the Bill Cosby case, and we know that you can still get locked up behind stuff like that. So it could be bad for Jay-Z. And when it gets like that, Oh man, that sucks. Because allegedly, I also heard that him and Beyonce, well, she's doing more concerts and things because they fighting so many issues right now. That's the word I'm gonna choose. Issues right now that they need some more money. Like with everything and all the choices that you have made, it comes with a price. And with that lifestyle that they are living, it comes with a high price. So we're gonna have to see a lot of oh uh 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 we're gonna have to see that something because Jamar is not playing. He been fighting this for a long time. And with someone that don't have a lot of money and uh, I'm gonna say just Slim J, my opinion, and not money, allegedly, I guess, to afford a lawyer, then he have less power. Oh, and allegedly, check this out. They said that Jay-Z had did so much with the lawyers and the judge. Jamar allegedly went through 8 judges and they all dismissed his case or did something else as far as not letting the case even make it. So this your actions is too hard, it's too aggressive. So when you do things like that, that make you look guilty? Maybe. Okay, I guess. Well, anyway, y'all, it's crazy. So y'all can always look at YouTube. We'll try to get it in the link for you all to tune into that because it's man, when I say it's crazy, it's crazy. And the more I start looking at these different case on him, P. Diddy, R. Kelly, it's like they all start to, you know how you braid hair? It's like they all braid together. They all connected together. Man, it's crazy though. It's definitely crazy. But it's also life. A lot of people live that same type of life just without the money, but they have the same problems. So whether you're rich, medium, or just straight up poor, pretty much everybody go through the same thing, or someone went through that same thing, or going through that same thing without the money, without the fame. They going through it. So, like I said earlier, it don't matter if you rich or poor. If you don't have a certain thing in your life, a certain love, a certain supporter, something, money don't matter. Money is not shit when you don't have a person or something that you really can share, someone that you can share with. When you poor, you'll try to give up your last. Look how many rich people, not all, mostly, that won't much give you nothing. I was listening to the uh radio this morning and they was talking about a lady that bought a purse for $6,000. Huh. All that money that you have and you decide to go and buy a $6,000 purse when you could have put it on something else. Yes. Hello, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. That's right. The more money you have, the more problems you have. But then sometimes you don't have no money and you still have those same kind of problems. So with that said, we're gonna go to the chat line. I see people are tuning in. What you got there?
I'm gonna try my best to read them.
Mm,
But let's see. Miss Nikia says it. Oh, hold on. It don't want to do it. I'll just read it. It's whatever said. More money, more problems,
facts.
and
That
that
is
is
definitely a
it for
fact. I mean,
right now.
that's how it is. I mean, like I said, you can either be rich or poor, but at the long run, you still gonna have some problems. And with being rich or poor, you most of the time y'all go through the same problems. It's just one got the money to, do other things, and the other one don't have money to do other things. But it be the same kind of problems, or close to the same kind of problems. But one got money and one don't. Life is life. And look at all these celebrities that's going through shit that you see in the ghetto, like the projects. Y'all staying in mansions, like 3 to $5 million mansions, and y'all having the same problems as somebody that's staying in the project, or either just in a middle class home. See how that works? And the end of the day, life is life. You just gotta deal with it. You gotta look at some positive stuff. So I'm gonna see if AG have this video where we can kind of like tune in a little bit.
Which video are you referring to, Slim?
The one that we was trying to work out.
Oh yeah, okay, I can pull it back up.
Yes, and when you have money, fake comes out when you down with it. Oh, wait a minute, down where are they at? Exactly. No, they don't. They ain't gonna help you. And see, a lot of people they get to the point where they don't ask you for the money. They just try to scheme. They try to figure out how they can say, "Oh, let me borrow money. Can I?" They got, like you said, whether you up or down, your real friend or your real partner is gonna be there for you. But them fake mother duckers, they'll show you in due time. They not about that life. They ain't about you. They about themselves. So let's see what we got. Well, we have a screen that it don't like us today. Did y'all know it was, well, when I got in my truck, it said 104 degrees.
Pregnant
Like,
like
I thought the
the
devil had
last two
started
months.
driving my damn truck. We can't hear him, so I'm going to continue. And I was like, this can't just be right. 104? Man, I thought my skin was going to melt off my face. It have been ridiculous. It's just,
All right, let's try it
the
now.
weather
See if
here
you
in
can hear.
Texas ain't playing. Go ahead.
Let me know.
What is Ramir's goal? Is it really just
Can you hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
he wants to feel personally satisfied because this is something that his mother has told him since he was young and he wants resolution? There was a man he believed that was his father, but at some point they did take a DNA test and he was not the daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So, the story has been in rotation, has come up off and on for years, right? But
I think that's the weirdest thing right there, that the mom said that she took a DNA test with some other guy and he took the test, and he was not the father. You are not the father. And so the mother knows. She know around the time when she knows she got pregnant, like the last 2 months, every person with 10 all I'm saying. So that's why, and she gonna tell us. I think if the mother knew that she 100% didn't know for real, like it could be Jay-Z, but it was. I remember that day. Right after that, I went over this other guy's house, and then I went over his house. So my body, and I don't know. So if that's the case, then I don't think she would be pressing the fact that that rich man is your daddy. I'm letting you know that. Who knows? The only way we would know if he takes the test.
It's really about power, privacy, and the obsession people sometimes seem to have with our public figures. They say be famous long enough, or be the obsession people. Story has been a DNA test, and he was not the daddy. So, the story has been in rotation, has come up off and on for years, right? But it's really about power, privacy, and the obsession people sometimes seem to have with our public figures. They say be famous long enough, or be the people's champ long enough, and the hero will turn to the villain. Or the old adage, we build them up to tear them down.
What in the world are you saying? Take the test. If you want to get rid of the dude, the guy is, what are you saying? So you're trying to say that this guy is obsessed over Jay-Z. I don't see no other, what other person is breaking their neck saying all this stuff about any other star? Jay-Z, Denzel Washington. That Denzel
Okay.
Washington.
See, just like this. It's just like they said. Go ahead, take the test, get it over with, and call it a day. That's all. That's all you got to do. But that's not
Should I
what
keep pushing that?
is going on with this. He's prolonging this case, and it's just, get over it. Like, when it comes to the rich, the poor, the medium, whatever, if they want to get a test, they're gonna figure out a way to get this test. They're gonna try to go get, government assistance. They're gonna figure out a way to get this person, this supposed to be allegedly son, out of their face. They're not gonna, keep prolonging this, especially when you in the world's eye. I don't think that's something that you want to do. You probably want to just get that over with. But Slym J, that's my opinion. Like I said, allegedly you put the gun in the vehicle. Allegedly you could have got something that had Jamal DNA on it, and you may know the real, and he don't. You got the money, he don't. So hey, we just gonna have to stay tuned to that. Thank you all for tuning in, showing love. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I do have my own channel, Slym J, just at my opinion. So make sure that you hit the like, the subscribe, and don't forget to share it with a family member, a friend. Hell, just share it. I'm trying to hit that 5-0, you know. Sorry for, the oops. but we do stay in Texas, and you know how that heat is. You know what can go on with that. So, y'all, get y'all some good rest. Have a blessed Friday. Thank you all again for tuning in. Peace out. Deuces.